Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video we are once again on the same depressed run over here where we're just still patiently waiting to go and see any type of console at all. Now, as you guys have probably had a chance to go and see for us throughout this week, we've had a very laid back and very uneventful week when it comes to PlayStations and even Xboxes. They've both been very quiet. So we're going to give you guys all the rundowns of what we're going to be especially on the lookout for throughout today. And as I've mentioned, we do have a lot of locations that are very overdue. We have a lot of locations that do have stock. We have a lot of locations we're still watching. If you guys have seen the past few videos, you kind of probably have a rough idea of what we're going to be going and talking about. So just kind of gives a lot of reminders and stuff. I always will say, the longer we go and wait, the more chances these big companies have a chance to build up stock, and stores get to divvy out stock, and people get to receive stock, and all of that, which is nice and lovely, don't get me wrong, but it does kind of stink because we are still patiently waiting for all the stuff. So we have a lot of stuff to go talk about, a lot of things to bring it up, and as well, hope you guys will have a fantastic start of your day. As well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console controller, Twitter and Twitch room down below, the Weeble and Coinbase down below, the Twitter giveaway down below, and of course, let's go get sad. So, hi. So if you guys have probably had a chance to see throughout these past few days, we've had a little bit of a struggle. Like, we just haven't seen basically anything. I think the only big thing we've had a chance to see so far this week has been Endorma, and that's pretty much been about it. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Even, like, the mid-tier locations, we have still been seeing walk-ins, and we'll probably be seeing a bigger influx of walk-ins probably this weekend. But when it comes to all this stuff, we're just not really seeing too much magic. So, first and foremost, I want to give you guys another kind of big nudge or push towards the Target PlayStation side. Now, as of yesterday, we did go and mention that there has been a really big amount of stock. So for these warehouses and like industrial areas and everything else, we have seen a lot of movement. We have seen a lot of stock, which is nice to see. We love seeing the big movements and everything else. But we haven't seen major confirms and people getting stock. But yesterday, as I did mention in the video throughout the day, I think it was more around like the 4 to 5 p.m. range. We actually did see quite a few different Target locations go and pop on up and go and have stock available. I also had a few other folks too as well kind of mention it. We had a few people bring it up, and a few people did go and check online for their local Target stores, and they did have some stock. We have known, and we will probably still be seeing some Target restocks throughout this weekend and maybe throughout the next few days. We're still trying to figure out the exact best time for how stock works. But we did see in pretty much every region, so like East Coast, West Coast, North, South, middle of the country, we have been seeing leaks and have been seeing rumors now that stores are either sitting on stock or their warehouse distribution areas have been having stock. So just been a lot of stuff to go and see. When it comes to stock movements, though, we've been seeing stores typically still around like the 7 to around 15 range. And I was kind of saying this yesterday, and this kind of, like, we actually saw like a good amount, like enough for me to mention and kind of like nudge it a little bit more, I guess, is that when we saw a lot of the stock on Thursday, it kind of correlates to around like the 3-week, 2-week, that kind of range, usual restock factor that we saw with Target before. So I do think that today, and probably throughout this weekend / Monday, we'll be seeing a lot more locations having additional stock, which is nice to see. So if you guys want to keep checking, we have been seeing like these periodic Target restocks around like this time right now as the video is going live and for the next few hours. So whenever you guys see this video, hello. And as we keep on seeing that stock with it, go check your stores. It always depends though too, because if your store had stock like 1 week ago, not going to be too much stuff. But the fact that we saw a very big influx and big stock arrivals and all that stuff is a little bit nicer and does pump up it just basically makes it more worthwhile to check throughout the day, now and later on throughout the day for the PlayStation 5s. Now, I do want to reiterate, though, same with the Xboxes and same with Best Buy. We just still haven't been seeing too much more on the Xbox side. PlayStations are still on the overdue side, but it does seem like they're trickling in more and more, and that'll probably put to a really good restock as of probably next week. But as of right now, we're kind of still on the quieter side. So I'd probably say like today is probably more worthwhile to check for Target, just because like it's overdue, and as well we're seeing the stock, we're seeing the movements, and just normal Target restock dates. We still don't know if there's ever going to be another event drop or not, so that's why we're kind of just like on the kind of awkward limbo. Now, same thing too for Best Buy, is we've kind of been, I feel like we've been saying the same stuff throughout the week. So I guess my apologies, I've said it throughout the week, I just hate talking about it, but as people are still getting consoles, even though it is various and random, like at least it's happening, at least people are getting it. But when it does come to stock with it, the PlayStation 5s have also, once again, same with the warehouse distributions. have still been showing up and been sitting in some Best Buy store locations. So keep on using the app glitch itself. If it shows up as unavailable or out of stock, go to your local Best Buy store, go and see if there's any stock, although we do keep on hearing mentions that they are holding on to more stock than not. So that's another big reason why we're kind of watching for the online side and looking for that, so keep that in mind. As well, we also can be, like, I still think today will be a good chance for, if it doesn't happen this week, we'll definitely be watching for next week, whether it's for walk-ins or other stuff for Best Buy, but we have seen a lot of Friday stuff, and Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays are the usual good Best Buy dates. So just all this weird stuff with the APIs being updated and everything else, it just is overdue. It's not confirmed, it's just on the overdue side. So keep on checking your Best Buy stores on the app, or check right before store open, maybe usually around like the 9 to 11 a.m. range, depending on your store, and we have still been seeing people getting checkouts. We have still been seeing people getting consoles. We have been seeing people getting the hookups. So keep on checking if you guys would like. Be on the lookout for it if you guys would like. Target and Best Buy are still pretty high up there on their list. As you guys probably saw, Walmart did not go and do any updates on their website, so if they do any drops, it'd be a very random, sporadic run. A lot of the locations, though, have been on the, already arrived on their stock. Like, a lot of locations do have stock already there, so we should be looking pretty good and pretty solid, at least in my opinion, for a drop coming up next week. We'll kind of go in, I guess, speculate and see, but if any of you guys know anyone who got stock or got your own consoles, leave a comment down below and let us go and know. So at least we have that going on with us. Now as well for GameStop, we still did see the updated commission list, but still haven't seen any tweets or pro member tweets or anything else, so we're probably just kind of closely watching and waiting to see if any stock does show up with it. We're probably not going to be seeing too much. I kind of wish we could, but at the end of the day, what can you kind of go and do? And then same thing too with Amazon. It's like slowly getting to the point where it's overdue, but the PS5 disc and digitals are, well, still just awkwardly sent there. Same with the Xbox. Funny enough, the Xbox Series X should be a lot more on the overdue side than pretty much anything else. So at least I think for all the big boys, unless Target and Best Buy come in more clutch, and they do have stock, we're kind of having maybe a little bit of a quieter day, which would be kind of annoying because this would be the second week in a row where it would just be quiet and lame and boring, and I'm not looking forward to that, and I don't like it. Now, last but not least, too, as well, although we have had the European side, we already did their PS Direct. I do keep on mentioning it, like we are locked and loaded for the PS Direct for America, so we are still closely watching for that stock and still waiting for that stock, but at the end of the day, we're just kind of awkward. We're just waiting for anything. Like literally, at this point, we're like in like the desert, just looking for like a drop of water, just to hope for the best at this point. So Sony, please throw us a bone and give us maybe a nice day if you could, please. At least or anything. If not, at least next week should be looking pretty good and pretty spicy with so many locations on the overdue side. Now, Ant Online hasn't really done any good drops. They did do an Xbox bundle throughout last weekend, so you can still watch for PS5 Digital, PS5 Disc in these next few hours. Costco has done some PS5, so it could always be on the lookout for it, although not as much overdue. Xbox is extremely overdue. We do keep on mentioning GameFly because it's just overdue on both console sides, so be on the lookout for that. When it comes to Sam's Club, not really that much overdue. They have done Friday drops for PS5 bundles, so you guys be on the lookout for it if you guys want. Xboxes, not so much. Now, same for the also Endormas and stuff. They did drop this week. Probably don't have to worry about them unless they do some walk-in stuff. PC Richards, haven't seen them in the news in a while. We still have been seeing some good stuff, and I'm probably going to reach out to some employee contacts today to go and see if we get more news from Myers. We have still been seeing a pretty good trickle of stock on it, and this weekend will probably be a big focus from them because we've had the official notice and the official tweets, and a lot of folks getting their consoles, even tweeting at me and showing the pictures and stuff, so thank you guys always for the thank yous and all of that. But we still haven't seen like big stock, say, for Illinois. We still haven't seen big stock for like Indiana, but we have seen a lot of Michigan and Wisconsin. So we'll kind of try our best to get more details for you guys tomorrow to hopefully try your best not to waste any of your times. But at least we'll be watching to see if any stock comes in for the weekend. As well, same thing too when it comes to the BJ stores and locations. We haven't really been seeing too much with it, so we'll just keep on watching for that and waiting for that in general. So keep that in mind. We've still been seeing the trickle on in, although it's not been as big. Like it kind of tapered off these past 2 weeks or so. Myers has been the new stock locations. Military walk-ins still have not been too readily available. Same with the online, although it is on the overdue side. The Dells, the also the Kroger's and Fred Meyers and stuff are on the overdue side too as well for online, and also in stores we've still been seeing pretty big trickles of stock. But it's not like enough for me to go and be like, oh my god, go check. But we have been give it a call, or if you guys are getting groceries, go do a quick little walk by the electrical sections and go and see. But as I mentioned, we just might have a little bit of a quieter next few days. We'll see how the weekend kind of goes. I do think we'll maybe have some good news possibly with the Myers. And like I said, we'll reach out. If you guys check your stores, send me an email, send me a tweet, send me a message. Or if you guys are employees, hit me on up. And we'll give you guys more details if we see more stuff floating around. But as of right now, we just haven't seen too much. So hopefully Best Buy, Target, the PS Strike can come in clutch, and if not, we'll sit here and cry all together. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Twitter and Twitch room down below, the Webull and Coinbase down below, the Twitter giveaway down below, and all the other good stuff as well down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys all throughout today for more videos.